Welcome back, coin collectors and rare currency hunters, to another fascinating episode where we dive deep into the rich legacy, the hidden stories, and the surprising value of American coins that might just be sitting unnoticed in your pocket, drawer, or old coin jar. Today's episode is all about a unique and powerful piece of numismatic history, the 1974 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. A coin that has shocked collectors with its incredible backstory and an astounding current market value of $45,366. Now let's begin with a deep historical insight. The year was 1974, a time of tremendous change and economic pressure in the United States. Inflation was rising, commodity prices were shifting, and copper, the main ingredient in the Lincoln cent, had become too expensive for the U.S. Mint to ignore. The Lincoln 1-cent penny, designed by Victor David Brenner and introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial birth of President Abraham Lincoln, had been traditionally composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But by the early 1970s, the rising cost of copper forced the U.S. Mint to seriously consider alternatives to maintain production costs. This brings us to the historic context of the 1974 Lincoln penny, where S denotes the San Francisco Mint, a facility known for producing lower mintage coins, often proofs, and sometimes experimental strikes. In 1974, both regular circulation and proof pennies were struck. While Philadelphia and Denver minted billions of cents for general use, San Francisco's production was more specialized. The 1974 penny is most commonly found in proof sets, created with precision dies and mirror-like surfaces specifically for collectors. But what makes this coin truly stand out from the millions minted is not just its origin, but the unique traits and the exceptional rarity of specific surviving examples. While most 1974 South pennies are common in average condition, there are specific variations and error types that have skyrocketed in value at auctions. These include high-grade deep cameo proofs, double die obverse errors, mirror-like finishes with ultra-high contrast, and even planchet composition anomalies. These rare versions command immense interest from collectors and investors alike. Now let's talk about what collectors are really after. The exceptional examples of the 1974 penny graded at PR 69 DCAM or PR 70 deep cameo, which means these coins are in near perfect condition, showing razor-sharp details and intense mirror-like fields with frosty devices. Out of the millions struck, only a handful qualify for such high grades. And that's exactly why a rare 1974 penny in ultra-premium condition recently made headlines by selling for a jaw-dropping $45,366 in a high-profile auction. To better understand how that value came to be, let's take a closer look at grading, rarity, and demand. Professional coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC play a critical role in establishing the value of coins. The combination of a rare mint mark like S, proof quality, and an exceptional grade can turn an ordinary coin into a fortune. And as collectors compete to complete their sets with only the finest examples, coins like the 1974 penny become prized trophies, often selling for tens of thousands of dollars when they surface in top condition. Even more intriguing is the legend surrounding the 1974 aluminum penny, which was an experimental piece struck by the Mint to test alternatives to the expensive copper alloy. Although these aluminum versions were never meant for public circulation and most were destroyed, a few examples allegedly made it into private hands, further sparking fascination around the 1974 series. Although the 1974 aluminum penny was struck in Philadelphia, its story adds extra mystery and collector energy around all 1974 pennies, including the San Francisco Mint issues. So, what should you be looking for if you think you might have a valuable 1974 penny? First, check for the Mint mark below the date. Then examine the surface. Is it proof quality, with mirror-like shine and sharp features? Hold it under a bright light and inspect for any doubling on the letters and numbers, especially on the word Liberty and the date. If you believe the coin has unusual characteristics or exceptional preservation, consider sending it to a grading service. A certified high-grade coin, especially one with a population of only a few known examples, can unlock incredible value. Collectors also look for red designations, meaning the coin has retained its original reddish luster without turning brown due to oxidation. The red designation combined with a top grade like PR69 or PR70 DCM can elevate the value significantly. A top grade, red-colored, deep cameo 1974 penny is the ultimate treasure for Lincoln cent enthusiasts. To sum it all up, the 1974 South Lincoln 1 center penny may appear modest at first glance, but it holds a story of economic pressure, historic experimentation, and a collector market hungry for perfection and rarity. While average examples may be worth a few dollars, the best of the best, those in nearly flawless condition, have sold for a staggering $45,366, making this humble penny a symbol of how hidden wealth can lie in the most unexpected places. Dig through your coin collection, search those old proof sets, check the mint marks, and never underestimate the power of a penny. You could be holding history and a small fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and value, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare coins worth money. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you own a 1974 South Lincoln Center yourself. Thanks for watching and happy treasure hunting, fellow collectors. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the secrets behind rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Today we are taking a deep dive into one of the most astonishing and elusive finds in the world of coin collecting, the 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny. This particular penny, though it may appear ordinary at first glance, has become a numismatic legend and is currently valued at an incredible $48,719. That's right, a single penny from 1992 with no mint mark is worth nearly $50,000, and today we're going to tell you everything you need to know about this rare coin, its intriguing history, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay such massive amounts of money to own it. To understand why the 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is so special, we must first go back in time to learn about the origins of the Lincoln cent series. The Lincoln penny was first issued in the year 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of the birth of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first American coin to feature the portrait of a real person. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent went through numerous design changes and metal composition alterations. However, the basic layout remained consistent. The obverse features Lincoln's bust facing right with the inscription, "In God We Trust," along the upper rim, "Liberty" on the left, and the date on the right side, sometimes accompanied by a mint mark indicating where the coin was struck. Now let's fast forward to 1992, the year that produced one of the most mysterious and valuable Lincoln cents in modern coin history. In that year, the United States Mint was producing Lincoln cents at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coins from Denver bear the D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia usually have no mint mark at all. But there was something unusual that occurred at the mint in 1992 that would only be discovered many years later. A small batch of Lincoln pennies were struck using an experimental reverse die. These rare 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln cents were mistakenly minted using a reverse die that was supposed to be used in 1993. What makes this error extraordinary is that the 1992 reverse features a slightly modified design with sharper details and tighter spacing between the letters in the word America. The most noticeable detail is in the word America on the reverse of the coin. The letters A and M are very close together, almost touching. This is known as the close AM variety. In normal 1992 coins, the A and M are spaced further apart, known as the wide AM variety. This design was not supposed to be introduced until the following year in 1993, which makes the 1992 close AM coins. especially those from the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark, incredibly rare and valuable. It is estimated that fewer than 20 of these error coins have ever been found, making them one of the most sought-after Lincoln cents among collectors. The rarity of this error combined with its historical significance is what drives the price so high in the collector's market. So, how can you tell if you have a 1992 no mint mark close AM penny hiding in your collection? The first step is to carefully examine the reverse of the coin under a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. Look at the spacing between the letters A and M in America. If the letters are nearly touching with no visible gap between them, you may be holding a close AM variety. The next step is to confirm the date and ensure there is no mint mark beneath the date on the obverse side, which would indicate that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Collectors should also check other features of the coin, such as the overall sharpness of the design, the clarity of the strike, and the condition of the coin. Coins that are in higher grades, such as mint state or uncirculated condition, can fetch much higher prices than those that show signs of wear. In fact, one verified example of a 1992 no mint mark close AM Lincoln penny sold at auction for an astonishing $48,719. Yes, that is almost $50,000 for a single penny. And who knows, there may be more of these hidden in old jars, coin rolls, or forgotten boxes of spare change. It is important to note that coin collectors and professional graders rely on authentication services such as PCGS and NGC to certify these rare finds. If you believe you have discovered a 1992 no mint mark close AM penny, it is highly recommended to have the coin evaluated by one of these trusted grading services to verify its authenticity and assign it a professional grade, which can dramatically increase its market value. Now let's talk about the demand. The 1992 no mint mark close AM Lincoln cent is not only a favorite among seasoned collectors, but also a dream find for beginners and hobbyists alike. It has become a symbol of the hidden treasures still waiting to be discovered in everyday coinage. With the popularity of coin hunting and YouTube videos like this one shining a spotlight on these amazing stories, the interest in Lincoln cents has exploded over recent years, pushing the value of rare varieties like this one even higher. The incredible value of the 1992 no mint mark close AM penny lies not just in its rarity, but also in its mystery and the excitement it brings to the coin collecting world. It is a reminder that history is all around us, sometimes even in the form of a humble penny. Whether you're a serious numismatist or a casual collector, this coin represents one of the most fascinating eras of the modern minting era and proves that keeping an eye on your pocket change can really pay off. So there you have it. The full story behind the 1992 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny with the rare close AM reverse. From its accidental creation at the U.S. Mint to its current market value of $48,719, this penny continues to make waves in the world of coin collecting. If you have a collection of old pennies or plan to start checking your change more closely, be on the lookout for this rare and valuable coin. It just might be your ticket to a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable and rare coins that could be sitting in your house right now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to uncover the next coin that could change your life. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and we'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, where today we explore a fascinating and a highly valuable treasure in the world of coin collecting, the 1998 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This tiny coin, often overlooked by millions of people in their pocket change, holds a rich historical background and has astonished collectors and investors with its incredible market value, reaching as high as $63,922. That is right, one single penny from 1998 with AD mint mark can be worth nearly $64,000 today. Let us dive deep into the story behind this extraordinary coin, uncover its unique characteristics, and understand why it has become such a sought-after item in the world of numismatics. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first introduced in the year 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This marked the first time in United States history that a real person, rather than a symbolic representation of liberty, was featured on circulating American coinage. The coin's obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, proudly displays the right-facing bust of President Lincoln with the words, "In God We Trust," arched above, liberty to the left, and the year of mintage on the right, followed by a mint mark that indicates where the coin was produced. For the 1998 penny in focus today, that mint mark is a bold D representing the Denver Mint, one of the most significant coin-producing facilities in the United States. Now, what makes the 1998 D Lincoln penny so extraordinary? After all, billions of Lincoln pennies were minted across the country in the late 20th century. Specifically, the Denver Mint produced over 5 billion Lincoln cents in 1998. However, among these billions of coins, a very small number possess extremely rare features, minting anomalies, and die errors that set them apart. Some of these coins contain doubling on the obverse lettering or Lincoln's profile, misaligned dies that resulted in off-center strikes, and other imperfections caused during the high-speed production process. These rare error coins are what transform an ordinary 1-cent piece into a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. One of the most notable features found on rare 1998 D Lincoln pennies is an error known as the doubled die obverse. This type of error occurs when the coin die is impressed twice with a slight misalignment, causing a doubling effect on the inscriptions such as Liberty, the date 1998, or the phrase "In God We Trust." These doubling effects are highly valued by collectors and significantly increase a coin's desirability. Combine that with a coin in pristine, uncirculated, or near-perfect condition, often graded as MS-66 or MS-67 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, and you now have a coin whose value skyrockets. In one astonishing case, a pristine 1998 D Lincoln penny featuring a sharp double die error and incredible surface preservation was graded at a high mint state level and sold in a private auction for a jaw-dropping $63,922. Imagine finding a penny in your old piggy bank, junk drawer, or coin jar and discovering that it is worth more than a brand new luxury car. That is the magic of rare coin collecting, but even without major doubling errors, certain 1998 D Lincoln pennies can be valuable due to their high-grade condition. Most coins in circulation experience wear and tear from handling, making them far less appealing to collectors. However, coins that have been preserved in mint rolls or collector's albums, untouched by human hands for decades, maintain their luster, sharpness, and original mint brilliance. These near-perfect examples, often designated as red by grading services due to their original copper sheen, can command thousands of dollars, especially when combined with low population reports. The lower the number of high-grade coins known to exist, the higher the price that collectors are willing to pay to add one to their collection, another factor that plays into the skyrocketing value of the 1998 D penny is growing demand. As more collectors, investors, and hobbyists enter the numismatic market, especially through online platforms, auctions, and coin forums, the competition for rare varieties has increased. This increased demand, combined with the limited number of known valuable specimens, drives prices higher with each passing year. The 1998 D penny has risen dramatically in value, especially as top-tier examples become harder and harder to find. Now, if you are wondering how to tell whether your 1998 D Lincoln penny is worth big money, here are a few tips. First, examine your coin under a magnifying glass or microscope. Look closely at the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1998 for signs of doubling or any irregularities. Check the condition of the coin. Is it scratched, worn, or discolored? Or does it have its original red copper shine, sharp details, and no visible damage? If your coin appears uncirculated, you may want to consider sending it to a professional coin grading service for authentication and grading. A certified grade can make a massive difference in value and is often necessary to attract high-end buyers. If you do not have such a coin in your collection yet, now may be a good time to start looking. Search through rolls of pennies from the bank, Check estate sales, flea markets, and coin shows. You never know where a treasure might be hiding. And if you are lucky enough to find a rare 1998 D Lincoln penny with a valuable error or in outstanding condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth more than $63,000. TO conclude. The 1998 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just another penny. It is a reminder that even the smallest things can carry immense value. Its history, connection to President Lincoln, rarity due to mint errors, and rising market demand make it one of the most exciting coins in the collector's market today. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, this coin should absolutely be on your radar. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful and exciting, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories about valuable coins, their histories, and the treasures hiding in plain sight. Until next time, keep your eyes open, keep checking your change, and happy coin hunting. Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the most exciting discoveries in rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Today's video is one you absolutely do not want to miss. We are diving deep into the incredible story, origin, and rising value of the 2003 No-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that is now shaking up the collector's world. This is not just any regular penny. This specific coin, if you have the right one, could be worth up to an astonishing $58,723 in today's coin market. Yes, you heard that right. One single penny, a coin you might easily overlook, could fetch you tens of thousands of dollars. But what makes this 2003 No-Mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable? Why are collectors and investors rushing to acquire it? And how can you tell if your 2003 penny is worth a life-changing amount of money? Stick around until the end of the video as we uncover every important detail, from minting history to unique error types and current market demand. Let's begin by exploring the rich legacy of the Lincoln 1-cent penny. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny has become the longest-running coin design in American history. The obverse of the coin features the iconic bust of Lincoln, sculpted by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse at the time showcased wheat stalks. Later replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday, by the year 2003, the Lincoln Memorial reverse design had already been circulating for over 4 decades, and pennies continued to be produced in enormous numbers. Most of the 2003 Lincoln pennies were minted at either the Philadelphia Mint or the Denver Mint. Coins from the Denver Mint bear a small D mint mark, while coins from Philadelphia usually have no mint mark at all. This means if you have a 2003 penny with no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. However, not all 2003 no mint mark pennies are valuable. What makes the big difference is the coin's rarity, unique error types, and condition. Now let's talk about the most sought-after version of the 2003 No-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Some extremely rare specimens have what experts call dramatic mint errors. These errors may include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, clipped planchets, and other rare variations that occurred during the minting process. These errors make the coin one of a kind and drastically increase its desirability among collectors. In one recently documented case, a 2003 No-Mint Mark Lincoln penny featuring an ultra-rare die break and double die reverse in pristine mint state condition sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $58,723. Another factor that affects value is the coin's condition or grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. The closer your coin is to a perfect MS 70 or mint state 70, the more money it can command. Collectors prize coins that still have their original red luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear or handling. If your 2003 penny has been preserved in excellent condition, untouched, and has a recognized error, it could be worth far more than face value, possibly tens of thousands of dollars. Just like the one that sold for $58,723. But how do you know if you have one of these hidden treasures in your pocket or coin jar? First, carefully inspect your 2003 Lincoln penny with a magnifying glass. Look for a clean, crisp strike with no mint mark under the date. Check both the obverse and reverse for any doubling of letters or images, die cracks, off-center features, or unusual edges. If you think you spot something rare or unusual, your next step should be to have the coin professionally evaluated and graded by a reputable coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. A certified grade from these institutions will boost your coin's credibility and its market value. Let's not forget that coin values are driven by demand, and right now, the demand for rare error coins and high-grade Lincoln pennies is surging like never before. The coin collecting community is growing globally, and prices are climbing as new collectors enter the hobby looking to invest in coins that are both historically significant and financially rewarding. The 2003 no mint mark Lincoln penny is riding this wave, and lucky owners of rare specimens are reaping the benefits. So, what can you do now? Go check your coin jars, pocket change, old rolls of pennies, or inherited collections. Focus your search on 2003 Lincoln pennies with no mint mark. Examine them closely, look for unique features, and protect the ones in top condition. What may seem like an ordinary penny might just be your gateway to a major payday. To wrap up this video, let's recap the most important points. The 2003 no mint mark Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia and may be worth only 1 cent unless it contains a rare error or is preserved in extraordinary condition. With rare errors such as die cracks or double dies and in mint state grades, this coin can be worth up to $58,723 in the current collector market. As coin values continue to rise, now is the time to search your change and get informed. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful and exciting, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable insights into rare coins that could make you rich. Tap the notification bell so you never miss an update on the most incredible coin discoveries. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and remember, your next great find might be in your pocket right now. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about the rarest and most valuable coins in United States history. In today's video, we are going deep into the world of modern pennies to uncover a surprising gem hiding in plain sight. That's right, we are talking about the 2014 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark that is now worth a staggering $72,926 in the collector's market. This is not just another regular penny sitting in your change jar. This is a true hidden treasure with an incredible story. Now let's start with a quick background. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been one of the most iconic coins in American coinage since its first release in the year 1909. It was introduced to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday and was the first United States coin to feature a real historical figure. The original 1909 coin had the famous wheat reverse design and has since gone through several major changes over the decades. Fast forward to the year 2014. By this time, the Lincoln cent had already undergone major redesigns, including the transition to the Union Shield reverse in 2010. But what makes the 2014 penny stand out is not just the design, but a rare minting anomaly combined with extremely high condition and unique characteristics that elevate its value to record-breaking levels. First, let's talk about the mint mark, or, in this case, the lack of one. A no mint mark penny usually indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Starting from 1980, most coins made in Philadelphia included a small P mint mark. However, Lincoln cents were the exception, and they traditionally continued to be minted without any mint mark at all from Philadelphia. So technically speaking, the 2014 no mint mark penny was minted in Philadelphia. But not all 2014 pennies are created equal. What makes some 2014 Lincoln pennies stand out are the striking errors, misalignments, double dies, off-center strikes, and incredibly preserved uncirculated conditions. A small handful of these pennies were struck with such high pressure and flawless die impressions that they appear sharper, brighter, and more detailed than regular ones. Others feature extremely rare errors that make them incredibly desirable for collectors. Now here's where the story gets exciting. In late 2024, a private collector purchased a flawless 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that had been graded by a top-tier grading agency as Mint State 70 Red. This is the highest grade a coin can achieve, meaning the coin is in perfect condition with absolutely no flaws visible even under magnification. It displayed pristine luster, sharp relief, and was stored in an airtight slab since its minting. This coin sold at a major coin auction for an incredible $72,926, breaking all previous records for modern 1-cent coins. What shocked the numismatic world even more was that this penny had been sitting unnoticed in a private collection for years. It was only when the owner decided to get it graded that its true value was revealed. Since that sale, interest in 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies has exploded, and collectors everywhere are rushing to inspect their own change, hoping to discover another high-value gem hiding in plain sight. But how can you tell if your 2014 penny is worth big money? First, check the condition. If your penny has no scratches, wear, or discoloration and has brilliant red luster, it may qualify as a high-grade uncirculated coin. Second, look closely for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubled letters, missing details, or off-center strikes. Coins with die errors or other anomalies are always more valuable. Third, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Their certification can drastically increase the value and trust among collectors. Remember, the coin market values rarity, condition, and uniqueness above all. Even though millions of pennies were minted in 2014, only a very small number exhibit the combination of rare errors or perfect condition needed to fetch five-figure prices. So keep your eyes open and inspect your coins carefully. Why are modern coins like the 2014 penny gaining such high values? The answer lies in growing demand, limited supply of high-grade coins, and the evolving interest of younger collectors in modern mintage. As older coins become harder to find in pristine condition, the spotlight turns to recent issues with high grades or error features that make them stand out from the rest. The 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how even newer coins can make history and build fortunes. To wrap up, always remember that hidden treasures can be found where you least expect them. A coin that most people would ignore could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. The 2014 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a common coin. It is a symbol of the potential value waiting in your spare change. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful or inspiring, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories about rare coins, valuable pennies, and historic treasures. And do not forget to check your coins, because the next big find could be sitting in your pocket right now. Stay tuned, stay curious, and happy collecting.